Left flag, 74. Right flag, 62. We're in a real life Tour Truck Tuesday situation here, folks. I hate to say it. The only people who come here, they usually come because they're in big trouble. What they need to help them out of this big trouble is high toe. Why is it going to be so beneficial? From this stuff, which you can see gives away easily, because it's going to help you get into the turf. But when do you pick high toe? What about the normal shot? Let's start there. I can tell you we don't need a TrackMan. On a full golf shot with a 60, if you hit full 60-degree wedges, the mill grind 2 will launch higher. So your high toe is going to launch lower and it's going to spin more. Loft for loft, delivery for delivery versus the classic looking mill grind 2. Why is that? Because the mass, the weight has been pulled literally to the high toe, but it makes between my finger and thumb thicker. So what does that do? By pulling that mass, pulling that CG higher, you now put it higher than the golf ball, which means it will come out squeezed and spinny. It's not going to launch 8 degrees. It's not a driver. It's still got 60 degrees of loft on it, but it's going to come out lower with a bit more spin. Now you can see here that some of the marks are out towards the toe, because when we get in this tricky stuff, we tend to pull left to try and help it in the air. You can really see this is giving away. So by having grooves out here, it's going to help you. It's going to enable the ball to have some control. When you get into these tricky situations, maybe when you're in a trap and you want to pull left out the bunker, some players do that. They play the bunker shots this way. That's going to then give you some control because you're going to have the grooves. There are 3 options of bounce that I have here in the Kingdom Test selection. The 7 degree, the 10 degree, and the wide. The 10 has fall away camber in every corner, meaning it's cut away from the toe, it's cut away from the heel. So perhaps if you wanted to play a little chip out of this and you wanted to get the club less contact points, you have just the toe going into the turf there. Perhaps if you wanted to play more of a full shot out of this, you maybe wouldn't need the bounce, so you'd have the 7 degree to get through this. Bunker play again with the wide is more for the higher handicap golfer who doesn't deliver consistently out of the bunker. They don't deliver the blade consistently, therefore that wide sole allows them to get the ball up and out of the sand. But they're really great, like I say, for when you're in a bit of trouble. You've got to get the ball back into play. The turf's maybe going to give way on you. There's perhaps some grass, no grass up behind it, but you really need to get down onto it and get out, play a longer flag, ball position back, hit nice and steep, keep the pace, and just crunch one out there as best you can. Stop pretty quick given the scenario, but tough. I'd be happy with that result to that flag, all because the high toe sole, the leading edge, and this additional mass up here gave me a bit more leverage to play with when the lies get tricky and the scenarios go against you. Test them out, get in different situations. Like I said, I didn't use a TrackMan here. I could have gone in this lush grass. I could have gone against this collar here. I chose to go where the turf is giving way and it's dead, because that's really where we end up sometimes on a golf course. I hate to say it, but it's true. And you might as well have a wedge like this bad boy that plays into your hands. Test it out, try it out. Don't just go on the driving range and hit chip shots. Get yourself some problem, real life Tour Truck Tuesday golf situations. Good luck.